Welcome to UNCAGED. Today we're speaking with Jeff LaMotte, the Vice President and Partner at Val-Chris Investments. And Val-Chris Investments is known in the industry for its long and ethical reputation as a California private lender since 1975. And we'll go through kind of all the things that they're working on these days. Jeff, I'd love to hear a little bit about you and your career.
Yeah, no, that's good. Thanks for asking. So I grew up in Southern California, born and raised here. Frankly, I don't ever see myself leaving. It's too nice.
Lucky you.
Weather's good. Yeah, exactly. Although not recently, it's been raining quite a bit, but other than that, it's a place that I love and is very near and dear to my heart. Grew up, went to El Toro High School, played water polo my entire life. After high school, moved kind of into rugby, continued playing water polo. Went over to UC Irvine, went there for a couple of years, started working at Val-Chris Investments in 2009, basically as a part-time person, close to my college. So kind of got in the industry that way. Didn't know what I wanted to do. I was a history major, actually. I was going to be an attorney or a history professor, one of the two. I always kind of had a passion for it. Working here part-time, I fell in love with this space instead and kind of doing this ever since. Ended up getting my license.
Yeah, Val-Chris as a company that people will know for sure. Tell me more about what Val-Chris Investments is up to these days.
So everything we do is private equity or private money investments or private money lending. So purchasing trust deeds or getting a private money loan or what they call a hard money loan in the space. We focus on exclusively that. So while you'll see a lot of banks that do a lot of conventional type lending, we only do private money. And we really, it's a niche product in the space. It's not something you hear about very much. We focus on a lot of self-employed people, a lot of self-employed borrowers who are looking for a quick loan to expand their business or expand their real estate portfolio. That's kind of where we come into play. So we can typically give them a loan in 2 to 3 weeks based on just the equity in the property. We don't require tax returns, bank statements, proof of income, that kind of stuff. It's really based on the equity specifically. So we're another route for the average person who can't wait 60 days on a bank.
Yeah, and finding ways to offer people liquidity when they need it or when there's an opportunity for growth is pretty key. Now, you're in a space that's gotten a lot of coverage. A lot of discussion about what's happening in the real estate market and mortgage markets and the private equity markets. But Tell me a little bit about what you're seeing out there.
Yeah, so thankfully we're kind of in a bubble from a lot of it, really. The conventional rates don't affect us too much. So whenever you see rates are increasing across the line, on the government side, our rates will go up a little bit simply because of the relationship, but it doesn't affect us as much. So whenever you see these, inflation rates going up because of the Fed, it's not something that we're gonna pay too much attention to. Now, our rates have gone up slightly just because lower yield investment rates have gone up. So in order for investors to purchase notes, they're going to require a higher yield as well. So it does affect us slightly, but not too much. And in the real estate space, the biggest change I would see for us is we've gotten a little more conservative on what we're lending on as far as the asset itself when it comes to the real estate. But other than that, we haven't had too many changes. We're very busy. We're more busy now than we ever have been, honestly. So it's something that hasn't affected us too much, thankfully.
That's great. I do see growth in the market in general out there. And I'm imagining that businesses like yours are going to find that growth no matter what, for sure. It sounds to me that, companies obviously are utilizing you to continue that growth, continue kind of what they're doing. But it's an interesting space you're in. It's an interesting model that Val-Chris has built over the years. And, you said that you started out in college as someone who loved history and water polo. How did that passion shift over into what you do now and really what drives you?
Yeah, so the passion shifted into a place that, frankly, I never found myself shifting to. I was never a big finance guy. Wasn't a huge fan of math. I enjoyed writing. I enjoyed reading. I enjoyed history books. So it was something that caught me off guard when I did enjoy it. But I think the passion I had for that pretty quickly and easily transferred over here. It's something that I love to take part in, and it's fun kind of being a problem solver because it's where we're at, it's not this box as far as here's what we can do, and it has to be within this box in order for us to work it. We get a call from people, whether they're an investor or whether they're a borrower looking to get a loan, and we kind of help them solve a problem, whether they're looking to get a loan quickly to inject capital into their business, or on the investor side, if they have a self-directed IRA and they got to put money out just to invest, then we can help them with that side too. So it's fun being kind of a problem solver. And that's something that I didn't really get in my other passions. So that's kind of where I enjoy it now, and something that I find interest in every day when I get up and come to the office.
Yeah, I mean, I find that the companies that are successful in your space look at it exactly the way you just described it, Jeff, which is they're problem solvers. In many cases, you'd say that they're partners. And really, I think that companies like Val-Chris Investments play a key role in helping those individuals keep growing and building. And as someone who's a big believer in small to medium-sized businesses, I think it's great.
Yeah.
But I mean, Jeff, we're in a dynamic market right now. I mean, you mentioned that you're not too influenced by what the government does, but interest rates have been slipping upwards. And, we see some days I read the news, I get very excited, very optimistic. I'll see that people are hiring again and things like that. Other days, not so much. What does the near future look like for you guys?
Honestly, continuing to expand. We've been aggressively expanding the last couple of years. This year, I'm sort of using as a consolidation year and trying to make sure that everywhere we've expanded to, and kind of all the additional staff that we've taken on and our additional volume, that we can really master that new workflow, and then we can really master the current state of things when it comes to our company as a whole. As far as the future, I see us continuing to expand. I think a product of ours is valuable to most people, and a big piece of it is going to be education, and kind of doing things like this and getting out there and saying, here's what we do, here's how we can help you. It's not something that most people know about. And so the more I can get out there and kind of explain how we are solving problems, whether you're looking to borrow money quickly or whether you're looking to invest money for that monthly yield with a good security, then that's what I'll keep doing, and that's what I'll focus on. And that's something that I think that everyone can benefit from. And if it helps us grow and become more of a household name because of it, then I think everyone wins. And that's kind of my plan moving forward.
That's spot on. I'm really glad that you're saying that, Jeff. And I would say to all people that are looking to raise capital in the short term and looking at opportunities, it's important to have these conversations with companies like Val-Chris. And so, I mean, with that in mind, if someone wanted to find out more about what you and the team are working on, where's the best place to reach you?
Yeah, you can always email me. My email is Jeff, Jeff, at val-chris.com. You can go to our website, val-chris.com. Find us on LinkedIn. I'm pretty active on there. Honestly, there's a whole different bunch of ways. I'm happy to help anyone I can, and feel free to give me a shout out, and obviously I'll do it whatever I can to make it work.
Excellent. Well, Jeff, apart from the fact that I'm very jealous that you live in Southern California and I don't, it's been great talking with you today. Thank you so much for joining us on UNCAGED. We've been speaking with Jeff LaMotte. He is the Vice President. He's a partner at Val-Chris Investments. Val-Chris Investments is a top-rated private money lender located in Southern California. They've been around for over 44 years in business, commercial, and residential, basically looking to help individuals get liquidity when they need it to grow their businesses and resolve any challenges that they face. So thank you so much, Jeff. Really appreciate for you being on the show, and look forward to having you back.
Thank you very much. Appreciate your time.
Cheers.
Bye-bye.